Hey guys, I'm here to talk about Pell usage for steel fighting today. One of the things that, in my opinion, we don't necessarily do properly for steel fighting is use our Pell in the right way. This is probably our most effective tool that we have for individual fighters to practice with on a daily basis. The problem is we have three different elements of steel fighting. We have our melees, we have our pro fights, and we have our non-full contact dueling that we do. Each way you use your Pell is going to be very different. The things I want to address today is just all three of those and how we address our Pell workouts for each of one of those. First thing that I want to start with is our melees. With the melee, you're trying for full contact. You're trying to hit this guy as hard as you can. You don't need that finesse. You don't necessarily need super targeting. You just need to cause damage. We're looking to cause damage with this. I'll be using my left hand, my boxing glove as my shield arm. My sword will be here. One of the things that I typically do personally is I fight from a left-handed boxing stance. That allows me to punch harder with my left hand, and that's because I feel like our shield hand is the one that does most of the damage, not your sword, especially if you're using just a single steel sword. So that's where I'm gonna fight at today, but I'll address each of these differently. So when we're doing our melee fights, nothing too complex here, guys. You're looking to use those hips, you're looking to drive into it, and you're looking to hit these people as hard as you can. So just real quick, I like to keep these pretty basic movements when I swing on here. And that's all we're training for, guys. We just want hard shots. With those melees, you're looking, like I said, you're looking to cause damage anytime you swing. I like to be a little more patient with those strikes, especially if I'm on a battlefield. I'm not looking to do a lot of quick combos or anything. I'm just looking to swing really hard. Pro fights are a little different. We need that combination of finesse and power. Those shield strikes are equally as powerful in a pro fight. You are getting some kicks in there. It becomes much more of a competitive freestyle fighting match, more like MMA than either the dueling or the melees. And so from there, I'll mix it up and I'll try to throw in more finesse, but still throwing my power shots, still throwing a lot of power, especially in my shield hand and in my sword hand, but now I'm looking still for points, so it's not as hard. So just a quick, easy way that I do that, just start moving around more. So I'm looking more for those combo shots and practicing that way. Not as much power, still looking to kind of mix that balance between finesse and power. And lastly, since we have duels, a lot less shield action. Your shield is mostly there for a defensive tool. You're going to be very little aggression in terms of those punches and attacks with the shield. So again, I just focus on finesse. Mostly targeting for that, guys. So again, nothing too crazy with that. You guys, I think the Pell is a huge factor in this. Figure out what you're training for. Figure out if it's going to be melees. Focus on those powerful strikes. If you're going to work on pro fights, you need that balance. You do need to be a good sword fighter. You need to have that skill in swinging that sword, so that takes a lot of practice. And if you're going to be a duelist, then you need lots and lots of practice and just finesse, targeting, all that stuff. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think.